Hey everybody, welcome back to Tommy's Tesla Tech and Travel. I want to take a moment and talk about the main reason I decided to go with a Tesla Model 3. We haven't done a lot of Tesla stuff and content recently, so this is a good place to jump back in because we had a little something happen to explain why I got the car and it did exactly what it was supposed to do. We had ourselves a little fender bender. I mean, by a little, it was pretty substantial damage to my rear bumper here. Which leads me to why I bought this particular car from this particular brand. It is the safest car on the road. And that in and of itself is why I bought this car. The safety features on the Tesla to me are second to none. They are the safest car on the road. As a matter of fact, when we first bought this car, the thing that surprised me the most was my insurance went down because it is considered the safest car on the road. Well, today we were out running some errands, and originally I was gonna make a different video today, and I decided not to because I don't get that much time with my family, just us anymore. Usually I find time to make my content at night after they're asleep, or if I'm out and about with the kids, I'll do a little video snippets here and there and create a video later out of those video like clips. In this particular case, you know what? We're actually together. We get to have some time together. I'm just gonna focus on having some time with the family today. Well, lo and behold, we're driving home. A car in front of us was coming to a stop because a car in front of him was turning, so I slowed to an almost stop, and then the car behind us decided to make impact. In fact, with the video you just saw, they look like they didn't even slow down. But here is why it's so important to just not, this sounds bad. It's hard for me to trust a lot of people. So there was, as you saw, pretty substantial damage to my bumper, but not a lot of damage to the car itself. And the person didn't fight me, they knew they were at fault. I asked him for his insurance information and I took pictures of his license plate and VIN number of the car, as well as their car itself. I'd asked him for his driver's license. I took photos of that, and the reason was when he handed me the car insurance, I saw that his name wasn't listed as an insured driver, but the car itself was insured with the person on there. But here's where I made the mistake. It wasn't until I called to file the claim with their insurance that I realized, oh, the insurance card he provided me was actually out of date and expired. And when I called their insurance, they said that policy had been canceled. I'm glad I have full coverage, but this really irks me because we were not at fault. We did nothing wrong. We were just simply driving. And in this case, lack of driving. The person wasn't paying attention and struck us from behind. So I filed a claim with my insurance, gave them the person's name. I actually already found the person on social media. The number they provided me for phone number was also incorrect. But back to the safety of the Tesla, the impact was there, but because of that rear footage cam, it's no longer my word versus theirs. It is visual evidence of what happened. And I had to do nothing except hit save. Airbags didn't go off, which is good because that rear collision at the speed they were traveling, I'm kind of shocked they didn't go off. At the rate they were traveling, I'm shocked they didn't go off because they hit us pretty hard. And in the car with me was my wife, Henry, and Charlie. So that's the other part that bothered me. My family was in the car. But however, if it was a more serious collision, I have all the confidence that we would have been perfectly fine and okay. But the fact remains, we were struck from behind, we got the safety, we have the dash cam footage we've already submitted to our insurance, and I already have it slotted to go in and get repaired. This is no bueno. I'm not happy about the situation. I'm being calm and cool now, but I definitely was not a happy camper when I was trying to file the claim with the insurance information that the person that hit me provided. I wasn't a happy camper when they struck me, but this is why we have insurance in case these things happen. Because I'm sure the damages that we see back here, though they don't look too substantial upon first glance, but I'm sure this is going to be $2,000–$3,000 worth of damage when it's all said and done. And that's also not even including the fact that I'm probably going to have a rental car while it's being repaired. So make sure you're insured. Make sure you do call the police, file a report. That was my mistake. I figured that the damage was so minimal. They gave me all their information without putting up a fight. I took everything at face value, which might be my fault. But at the end of the day, everybody's okay. The car is drivable, and we are insured to get it taken care of. I definitely didn't need this right now on my plate along with everything else. I'm a little concerned now because Dana's saying that she has some aches and pains, and we're not one to just, oh, I have aches and pains. Like we worked through some stuff, so we're gonna wait and see how she's feeling. Well, thanks for taking some time with us. Thanks for taking another ride with us. And at the very least, I got a new Indiana Jones figure today. See you next time, everybody.